Hey everyone, a long time no talk. So I thought I would come back and film a review slash tutorial for you guys on a super fun makeup product that I just got. So today we are reviewing the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I'm so excited about this. So we'll just jump right into this. You guys can see I have my base on already. So we'll talk a little bit about this and then we will get on into the tutorial. So on the unicarton, you can see these cool like 3D water drops. Really like the packaging on this. It's like a metallic orange. I don't even like orange, but I like it. And then when you open up the unicarton, it has the same little wet droplets, but it looks like a popsicle, which is so cute. And then it just says Thirsty, Jeffree Star. And then again, this one is an eyeshadow slash pressed pigment shadow. So I don't know if it is recommended that you don't use all of these on your eyes. But we know I usually ignore that and my eyelids are stained and it's okay. Okay, so what we're here for. The palette looks like this. It has a ginormous mirror. I don't want to blind you guys. And this is what the palette looks like. So there are 5 ultra metallic shades and then 10 matte shades, and as you can see there's quite a few bright shades. So you have like the bright yellow, the bright aqua, the bright teal, got some nice peach shades up here, but then you also have a cool tone brown shade here, and then a dark chocolate brown shade here, a couple deepening shades that are warm toned, and then like a bone color to set your whole eye. So you really get everything that you need with this palette. Deepening shades, brightening shades, metallic shades. Now I'm not going to be swatching these because I'm sure you've seen them everywhere, but let's just dip into a couple. So let's go Filthy Rich because how could we not? Okay, they're actually quite a bit harder than I thought. They're kind of like gritty feeling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Please and thank you. Okay, let's try the one beside it, which is Luck, which is this like, oh my gosh, I forget how to film here. This like coppery bronze shade. Okay, this one's a lot smoother and not so like, there's not really glitter in here. Okay, so that is, wow, I suck at this. That is one swipe. These are actually really, really ultra metallic. They're so pretty. And then one more for the metallic shades. And we're going to go Plunge, which is this chocolatey brown shade. Okay, this one again feels like the first one, which is like more gritty. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see like the actual glitter particles. Like it's not smooth. But that's one swipe. I'm also showing you these upside down. Okay, wow. Yeah, hi. Okay. And then, of course, we gotta try the bright one here, Submerge. And now, again, swatches don't really show the true color of eyeshadows, so, like, that's one swipe. Yeah, okay. That's one swipe. And it is really pigmented when you first put it down. It just doesn't stretch as far as the other ones. So just so you guys know, the first shade that we swatched, Filthy Rich, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's actually gold with silver glitter in it. And then the brown shade over here is like bronze with silver glitter in it as well. Oh, let's talk about the price of the palette. So the actual price of the palette is $48 and shipping to Canada was $10.27, making it $58.27. However, with the lovely conversion rate, it was $78.93, and there's an and. We got a lovely duty fee of $18.26. So, in total, that costed us $97.19. Oh my god, that's a lot. Oh, okay. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. So needless to say, this has to be a pretty good eyeshadow palette in order for it to live up to the $97 price tag that it has. Alright, let's jump into it. So first things first, I am going to take Parched, which is this bone shade here, just to set the entire lid. I already have concealer on my eye as an eyeshadow primer. Alright guys, so I am going to use a little bit of tape just to wing out the eyeshadow look. So the first color I'm going to be taking as a crease shade is actually going to be Quench, which is this bright yellow shade that almost matches my backdrop. So I'm just going to take this on a big fluffy brush and blend this pretty high up today. So initially this shade doesn't go down super vibrant, but it's looking like we're going to be able to build it up. So that's about 3 layers at this point, and it's not super noticeable, but I'm going to keep building it up and seeing what we can get. Okay, we're starting to get there now. So you can see the difference between the two eyes right now. This one has like 3 layers, this one has about 5. Next, I am going into the shade, Tastebuds, which is this corally peachy shade, and I'm going to take that into the crease a little bit more and blend it into the yellow. This will deepen it up a little bit. Okay, again, this shade isn't very pigmented either. I feel like I'm really having to build this up, and it's like barely showing up here. I'm really building this color up, and I feel like we're not getting too much of anywhere. Okay, so as you can see, there really is not too much going on with that shade. It was a good transition between the yellow and the colors that I'm about to use, but so far I'm not blown away, and I was blown away like immediately with the Blood Sugar palette, so we're gonna keep going. Next, we're gonna take the shade Beige, which is this hot coral color. And again, just putting this deeper into the crease as we go. Now, I haven't been getting too much kickback with these shadows. This shade that I'm about to use is the most kickback that I've gotten. Okay, now that's a little more pigmentation. Okay, now that's the pigmentation that I was expecting from all the other shades so far. Okay, so I just laid down the color there, and then we're going to go back in and blend it out with our original blending brush with the yellow shade on it. So I blended those out. I feel like we got a little bit kind of muddied, like we lost the yellow, like the coral to the yellow, but it still looks very pretty. So next we are going to go in with the shade Kumquat, which is this warm tone brown shade, and I'm going to deepen the crease with that. I'm really confused about this color. What is this? Okay, it's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. It's more like an orangey coral color. Funny, because when I was looking at all his campaign pictures, everybody has this like really pretty orange, and I was not understanding where this orange was coming from. I was like, I have browns in my palette, not orange. But this, I think, is where it was from. Yeah, definitely. Like, that does not look like that, does it? Am I just crazy? Probably. But I feel like this is looking way more like orangey. Not that I'm mad about it, just not what I thought it was going to be. Okay, again, it's blending out really easily. I just feel like the colors are kind of getting lost in each other. Like, now I feel like there isn't really any yellow, and now it's just going like orange outward. So I'm going to take a little bit more yellow and put it on the outer part of the eyeshadow. Okay, now we're going to try the color Stroke, and we're going to see if this is a warm brown shade or if it's more orange as well. I'm focusing this on the outer corner and the deepest part of the crease. Again, not entirely sure what the shade is. looks brown, comes off as orange like the last color. Okay, again, I really don't feel like there was that big of a difference between those last two shades, and they did not come across as what they read in the pan. I do really like how these are blending out, but like I said, I feel like they're getting lost in one another. There's no like definition between the shades that I'm putting down. They're just like blending into one another. So I'm going to try and darken this up a little bit with the shade Drizzle, and I think this will really see if my theory of them just blending into one another is true. Okay, and this is really not that pigmented at all. And again, blends out really easily, but I feel like we lost it again. Like there's no definition, everything's just blended into each other. So I'm going to add a little bit of that darkest orange shade stroke that we've been using on the outer corner. Okay, and then for the lid, I'm going to take the shade Luck and apply this to the inner third of my eye. First, I'm going to use my finger, see how that works, and then we can use a wet brush if we need to. Okay, I am struggling to put this on right now. So I'm going to take a flat brush and some, I feel like this isn't even coming off on my brush, and some setting spray, and we're going to try and fix this situation. Okay, now I'm having some fallout. I'm having a rough one today. Okay, I feel like I am like digging my brush in here and just nothing is really coming off. And you guys saw me try it with my finger. Okay, let's try the finger again. Doesn't matter if I swipe it, if I pat it. Guys, truly, I don't like to complain about eyeshadow palettes. I was so excited about this one, and it's just... We are going to try another metallic shade just because I don't want this to be the only one that we try because this is seeming very difficult. Also, I have not watched anybody's review on this palette, so I don't know how it was performing for them. I wanted to go into this completely with my own opinion. And so far, that's not working out for me very well. Don't get me wrong. I really like the way this eyeshadow looks. I think it's super fun and summery, but I feel like I'm working a lot to get here. I have his Blood Sugar palette, and I love that palette. I actually use it way more than I thought I would. I'm really trying here, guys. I'm trying wet brush, finger, patting, swiping. Like, I feel like we somewhat have the color built up now, but that took me like 8 minutes. And it's not like blowing me away. I really don't like being negative with reviews. Not that but I'm going to give you my honest opinion, so if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Okay, I am going to try and take a little bit of the shade Filthy Rich and apply this to like the inner corner and just coming up onto the corner of my eye just to see if maybe it's just that shade. Let's try my finger. See, now that shade worked a lot better. Okay, so that glitter shade definitely worked a lot better. Okay, I'm going to take the tape off and we're going to get rid of all this fallout under my eyes because we do have quite a bit. I don't know, I'm very torn. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I feel like I got some harsh lines going on. I really feel like I can't even see this shimmery shade anymore. I'm going to apply a little bit of liquid liner to my top lash. Let's do the lower lash line and we'll talk. So, I'm going to take the yellow shade that we were using have glitter all over my face. This is just not going my way today. Okay, then going in with, I honestly think I'm just going to go straight in with Kumquat because we lost the coral shades in here anyways, so let's just skip right into the light brown shade that we were using. Light orange shade. And then I'm going to take the shade Stroke and apply this again closer to the lower lash line. We're going to do a dark brown on the waterline, so I'm using the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade, I think it's Brownie? Brownie, yeah. Alright guys, so I am back with lashes. I do like this a little bit better now, but it's not my favorite. I'm going to add a little bit more inner corner highlight with the shade Filthy Rich, that glittery color. Just because we can. Next, I am going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills XM Crazy highlighter. We are going to glow. Because I feel like that's what Jeffree would want. Alright guys, so I am back and this is the completed look. So I put on Kylie Cosmetics Dirty Peach Lip Liner and liquid lipstick. And then I applied KKW Super Nude Lip Gloss over top just because it was a little too much with the eye situation going on. So let's get into the final thoughts of this makeup look. I like it. I think it's very summery and fun, and the orange tones really bring out the blue in my eyes. However, I felt that it was a little bit difficult to use. Like, it blended beautifully, you can see, but I feel like all the colors kind of got lost in each other. Like, there wasn't, you can't tell that I added that dark brown. It just looks like orange everywhere. Like I said, the orange colors are really, really pretty. The lid shade that I used, the color Lick, I had such a hard time with it, and I am not entirely sure why. I used my finger, I used a brush. I just had a hard time with it, and I feel like the color payoff isn't anything super crazy. I really like the shade on my inner corner, the Filthy Rich color. I think that is really, really pretty. Now, the only thing is I have fallout on my face, like glitter fallout, because as I mentioned, there is like silver flecks of glitter in the shadow. I was so excited about this palette. I think it's really different. I don't think it's a bad palette. I just don't think it's worth $98 that I paid for it. I will use it because I have it in my collection. I don't know if it's going to be a palette that I reach for on the regular, but I think for summer, this palette was really fun. I really like the eye look that I came up with. It's really pretty. It's just, it was a lot of work to get here, and I don't feel like it's the most, like, beautiful, seamless eyeshadow look that I've ever had. So, for that reason, I'm going to say I would pass on this eyeshadow palette. I'm really disappointed only because the Blood Sugar palette was so amazing. Like, is one of my all-time favorite palettes. That's how good it was. And especially for being a red shade. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes, Jeffree can do no harm with these bright shades and these metallic shades. But I will be reaching for the Blood Sugar palette way before I will be reaching for the Thirsty palette. So that's just my final thoughts, guys. And if I don't stop here, I will be talking for forever. So I'm actually going to be bringing you a couple different videos that I don't normally do. I have a bunch of videos planned. I just got to get back into the routine of filming after the Face Awards. I will have a Face Awards video, like bloopers, also coming up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be seeing you all again very soon. Bye, everyone.